Welcome to World Transits Today. I'm Art Granoff. Connect with me at referenceastrology.com, where you can check out my offerings. And today, I'm going to show the February 2026 World Transits in Archetypal Astrology. We start today with some of our friends for outer planets in alignment till 2027. It's Uranus over here in a trine to Pluto, and Saturn in a conjunction with Neptune. You notice they're all together till 2027. And Uranus is about awakening, breakthroughs and innovation, rebellion and sudden change. And Pluto represents power, depth and rebirth, and intensity towards one's distinctive path. Together, they symbolize a fresh revolution, radical change, creative destruction, and an intensified drive for freedom. Saturn and Neptune, Saturn's limitation, boundaries, structure, and discipline, and Neptune's idealism, loosening boundaries, transcendence, dissolution, and confusion. And together, building Saturn, dreams, Neptune, or tensions between what's real and ideal. February 1st, 2026, we see the four planets here in alignment. Uranus trine Pluto and Saturn conjunct Neptune. If we add the planet Mercury, we see right here, Mercury is the mind, our intellect, thinking, and communication. In with Uranus, what's new, what's fresh, innovation. So sometimes referred to as the aha moment. Mercury, Uranus. We add the planet Venus, we see a couple of things right there. One, that Venus is in a conjunction with Mercury. If Mercury is the mind, logic, and logos, well, Venus is the heart, softness, and eros. So the two of them together in a conjunction. Maybe that's using your mind towards beautiful things. Could be the artist, could be the art critic, could be writing beautifully, writing about love, making it elegant. And we notice too that Venus is in a square with Uranus. Uranus representing the new thing, birth, what's fresh and exciting. So Venus, Uranus could be fresh love around the corner. We've got Valentine's Day coming up. Never know. Okay, then if we add the planet Mars, we see right there that Mars is in a trine with Uranus. Mars is motivation, Mars is force and action, and Uranus is the new thing. So perhaps developing motivation once something new gets under your skin, sparks you up a little bit, eh? And then we see also the planet Pluto is right there. We have Mars conjunct Pluto. Well, if Mars is force, motivation, Pluto is about power. Pluto is about depth. Pluto is about touching something under the surface that's really important. Pluto is either power that overwhelms us and takes over our life, or it could be power bubbling up within that comes out as our own voice. Take your pick. So it looks like here we've got Mercury with Venus, elegance, art, beauty, Mars with Pluto. It could be the courage to transform, the courage to go deep, or it could be just rage and anger and power exploding through your life, either through you or at you. Then also, if we add the planet Sun, we see the sun is the center point right here between Mercury and Venus and Mars and Pluto. Then if we add the moon, we see that February 1st, 2026 is the full moon. The sun is opposite the moon right there, which makes it a very special day as well. As we know, the full moon has been celebrated throughout history, from ancient times until now. Culturally, depending where you are, that's how you celebrate it. Okay, February 1st, 2026. Four planets in alignment with the full moon. Hey. February 13th, 2026, at 5 p.m., we notice right here that this planet, the planet Saturn, and the planet Neptune are in exact alignment in Aries, 0 degrees in Aries, signifying the day of a few days of the grand conjunction, and also in Aries, something new, something fresh, the beginning of something. What could that be? We'll have to find out. So it's a really important day. Again, Saturn is conjunct Neptune at 0 degrees Aries. We've been waiting for this for a little over a year. Let me show you. Last year, January 2025, Saturn and Neptune were 13 degrees apart. February, they were 10 degrees apart. In March, they were 8 degrees apart. And April, 6 degrees apart. May, 4 degrees. And June, 1 degree apart. Look at that. But wait, there's more. July, they were 1 degree apart. And then August, exact at 1 degrees. Okay, right there. 1 degrees Aries. Then September, 2 degrees. October, 4 degrees. November, 4 degrees. And December, 4 degrees. So let's celebrate Saturn conjunct Neptune. It's a big deal. Let's build our dreams. We can do it. February 17th, 4 p.m. It's the new moon. The sun conjunct the moon. The beginning and the end of the cycle. The alpha and the omega. Again, traditionally celebrated, worshipped, perhaps feared. The new moon, the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end. It's a great day. We see the sun and the moon is with Mars. The sun with Mars would be action. Go get 'em, Tiger. You got it. Direct action. Go for it. The moon with Mars could be sensitivity in action, motivation, motivated towards sensitivity. Beautiful. We've got the new moon square Uranus. Okay. Sun with Uranus. Reach for the sun, wearing the halo. You're Prometheus, bringing fire from the gods. And the moon with Uranus. Awakening of emotions, emotional sensitivity, release. The new moon. And now, let's welcome Bob Weir, 1947 to 2026, who died recently. Bob Weir, founding member of the Grateful Dead, singer, guitarist, composer, bandmate. Let's check him out through the years. There's Bob Weir, 1965, Grateful Dead, when they were the Warlocks. Here they are, a bunch of young cats trying to play some music. I think Bob Weir's about 17 years old right there. Then fast forward to the 70s, 1970s, Grateful Dead at Red Rocks. And there's Weir over there, singing, playing guitar. Garcia and the crowd right there. Then 1980s, Bob Weir, right there. Photo by Bob Minkin. Hey, local guy. Grateful Dead. And then the 90s. Grateful Dead outside. Picture's a little fuzzy. Nonetheless, Grateful Dead. So it's 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Let's check out his chart. Bob Weir, right here. We notice right off the bat, born October 16th, 1947. And we see right over here these three planets, Saturn, Pluto, and Mars in a triple conjunction in a fire sign in Leo. He's powerful. He's got Mars motivation, Saturn through time, and Pluto going deep. I'd say that Saturn, Mars, and Pluto, well, one could say that they're the three most powerful planets in the system. Three most powerful planets we have. Saturn is tough, Pluto is tough, and Mars is tough. And the three of them together can signify someone who's kind of messed up inside, really angry, and really wants to take it out on the world. Okay? You look at anyone with these three planets together, they're very intense. However, we could see in Bob Weir's case, with his 60 years on stage, 30 years with the Grateful Dead, and 30 years after the Grateful Dead, this guy has some stamina and force through time to go deep. So I'd say the hallmark of Bob Weir and a really great example of someone in the world with a Mars Saturn Pluto conjunction, power through time. That's Bob Weir. Also, we see this side of the chart with Jupiter, Moon, and Mercury. The Moon would be our sensitivity, be his sensitivity, and it would be greatly expanded with Jupiter, good fortune, and expressed through his mind. So Weir, besides being able to rock it out with the best of them, can play a soft, slow love song and have you melt down as well. Also, we notice here, we've got the planet Venus and the planet Neptune, planet of the human heart, divine heart, with the sun right in the middle. We could say that the sun is the midpoint between Venus and Neptune, personally involved, identify with the heart and with the divine. What a character. Bob Weir, ladies and gentlemen. There he is with Garcia around 1990. Bob Weir with Ram Dass around 1985 or so, wearing their Seva t-shirts, Seva Foundation, providing cataract operations to help people see again. And there's Bob Weir with his band Dead and Company towards the end of his career, Bob Weir. And there he is, Bob Weir, 1947, 2006. Fly on, Bob Weir. Thank you so much. And now, let's talk about the Uranus return. There's three of them. Hey, we notice that the original Uranus return. Oh, what is a Uranus return, one might say? Here's an example. Let's take the chart of the USA, born July 4th, 1776. And then 84 years later, because that's the cycle, Uranus is a few degrees apart from Uranus. So it's a Uranus return. And the first one was in June 1859, at the beginning of the American Civil War. Uranus represents sudden change, awakening. Well, that was a pretty big awakening. Then, August 18th, 1942, during the World War II. Talk about sudden change. Uranus on top of Uranus again, Uranus return. And wait, coming up on July 18th for 2.5 years, it's our Uranus return, the third one. Pretty exciting. And if you live to age 84, perhaps you'll have a Uranus return too. I hope so. So thanks everybody for joining me at World Transits today, running down the February 2026 World Transits. I'm Art Granoff.